What's a scent that brings back a fond memory? Hearth and Altar Tempest Bay Rum with my Shamrock Shaving Customs purple, I don't have a name for it yet, and what razor did I use today? Oh shit, the Yaqi Ghost 0.90 blade gap with an Aster Green blade. Post shave was Hulk juice as usual with Duke Cannon balm, and then Barrister and Mann Samhain splash. I was looking for that kind of scent today. Anyway, Hearth and Altar Bay Rum. It's not your typical Bay Rum that you would think of. I'd say it's on the verge of not being a Bay Rum, but it's a great scent. So don't take that out of context. Now, the reason I say that is because I love Bay Rum. Bay Rum is one of the scents that got me started in this wet shaving thing. So I am a Bay Rummian, a Bay Rummer, whatever you want to call it. I'm one of those people, I feel like you can never go wrong with the Bay Rum. Anyway, I was talking with Sarah from Hearth and Altar, and she was telling me that when Will made the Tempest Bay Rum, he didn't want it to be overly spicy. I think it was clove is the one she said that he didn't want it to be too heavy on. So he left out quite a bit of the spice. And that's what I mean by it doesn't really come across as a Bay Rum. Theirs is more of a sweet scent, very light, and I don't mean like the scent is light. I mean it's like not light in the sense that you can't smell it. It's light in that it doesn't bog you down. It's a very fresh, airy scent, and like I said, it's got a bit of a sweetness to it. It's really good. It is really good. But the first time I smelled, like, that's not Bay Rum. And then when she told me, I was like, okay, well, that explains it then. So, but yeah, if I'm recommending anything from Hearth and Altar, that's the one I would recommend first. Well, it's the only one I really know, but that's the one I chose, and I stick with it. It's a good scent. Okay, the Daniel Shamrock Shaving Customs brush. It's this purple handle, resin handle with a clear section in the center, and he took shavings from previous lathe turning and put them in the pour down inside the center. It looks really cool. It kind of looks like it's got ice crystals in it or something. Very neat looking brush. And then I got a Bodhi bore knot for it. Just came in about a week or so ago, and wasn't really sure what I wanted to put in that Daniel brush. And then I thought, I'm going to do a hand lather with this bore knot. So I put it in the Timeless. And like, guys, I swear to God, that first hand lather, that bore knot was already broken in. So this morning, I went ahead and set it into the Daniel brush, and today was my first shave with it, and it was perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it straight out of the gate. So I recommend the Bodhi. Well, they got a couple bore knots. I have to get the name of it. If I think about it, I'll put a link down in the description to it. But it's a really good bore knot. I was surprised. No break-in period whatsoever. And it wasn't really eating the lather either. Did really good all around. So I expect this thing to break in nicely. Yeah. Very, very good. I'm very well impressed with that knot. Okay, what is a scent that brings back a fond memory? Oh, my razor, my bad. The Yaqi Ghost 090. Hell of a razor. I've said many times before, I think that the 090 to about 110, 115, 120 is about my sweet spot on a smooth, efficient shave where the alum doesn't get you really bad. And today was no different. It was really, really good shave, very comfortable. I like it very, very much. Okay, so what is one scent that brings back a fond memory? You know, it's going to be a little controversial here, but cigarette smoke. Certain cigarette smokes, especially if they're non-filtered cigarettes, takes me back to my grandma's apartment. My grandma smoked these non-filtered Pall Mall cigarettes. I can still see her taking a drag and then, you know, because no filters, right? So she's getting little pieces of tobacco in her mouth and she all the time. So yeah, whenever I smell like an unfiltered cigarette, it takes me back to my grandma's apartment. There's good memories there. My grandma was really great. She was fun. All right, anyway, well, we will leave it at that. You guys have a great rest of the night. And today's my last day of work. I go on summer vacation after this. Yay! 5 more hours, it's 8 a.m., so 4.5 more hours and I'm done. All right. Oh, and on my way home, I get to stop and pick up Tomoko. She's got a half a day off work today. So, yeah. And then Monday's national holiday, so we got a big weekend coming up. All right, guys. You guys have a great rest of the night, and we'll talk to you later. Y'all stay smooth. Oh, I guess we'll call that a shave. Y'all stay smooth.